for connecting with us today, and virtual stage is all yours.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody, and happy new year. Yes, January का पूरा महीना happy new year wish करने में जाता है. So yes, I hope you have started with a very very good January month. Chasing all your goals. I wish a lot of success to all of you, and I wish all of your New Year resolutions come true ASAP. Okay. So today we are going to talk about art of PR and client pitching. So I'll just straight away dwell into the topic. My agenda is twofold. One is we will be first talking about PR and not in the perspective of a business or something. We will be talking about PR in the perspective that how it will help you in client pitching. Okay. So whether you're starting a freelance business or whether you're starting your own agency in digital marketing, how you can go about it. So we'll majorly talking about that. And then we will talk about various resources that you can use to get your first client. Okay, we will also talk about all these websites that people say that use useful for freelancing, how that is useful for you and how that can really pay pay you regularly. We will also talk about that. So today, that as I told, it's twofold. First, we will talk about PR, how to use it for branding about you and yourself. For the second major topic, that is client pitching. So I am taking this complete topic in such a way that if you are a digital marketing expert, you should be able to bag client every month till your kitty is full and you say, "नहीं अभी bandwidth नहीं है काम करने के लिए." Okay, that is an ideal state for any freelancer. नहीं अभी bandwidth नहीं है काम करने के लिए. This is enough number of clients. So let's go ahead and see how to work on that. And as usual, I do not usually support much of presentation person. So I'll be sharing my Excel sheet with you and we'll be discussing live about it. Okay, and I want it to be a very interactive session. And if you have any questions, do post it right away. Okay, and I will be happy to answer it. If I'm not able to answer it immediately, I'll answer it by the end of the session. I'll look into all the questions. I'll surely answer. Okay, what is PR? First of all, let's talk about that. PR is public relations. Okay, so you need to maintain public relations, and it is usually having a huge impact on one thing, that is branding. Okay, public relations sets your brand. Public relation can what do you call help in case of any reputation management issue which has occurred. Okay, public relation can help in that. Public relationship can help you to relaunch your brand, to enhance your brand. So it has a great impact on brand. If you're saying that public relations has direct impact on sales, then that is a term of mathematics. But it is not having a direct impact on sales, which I feel it has a direct impact on branding. Okay, public relations usually has a direct impact on branding, and we all know it's a chicken and egg situation, whether we should go for brand awareness first or we should go for sales first. Correct? So PR has to go hand in hand. Now, what are the situations where PR can be useful, or what are the situations where PR is done? Now, in general for a business, PR is done when it is launched. PR is done when there is a new event. PR is done when there is a change in management. PR is done when there is change in certain trend, and you can bank upon that trend. Okay, press PR. PR can be. I'm so sorry, I'm so not little well today. PR can also be done if you have any issue. Like example, Zomato had this issue like lately, that one of the delivery guy ate the food and so. So what, the PR team has to kick in and talk about it and ensure that the reputation of the brand is intact. Okay, so PR is usually used over here. Now, when we work for the client, it's a different game. We start first with understanding what the client is all about, what the company is all about, who is the target audience, what is exactly the problem that this company solves, what exactly is a competition doing in the world of PR, what kind of interviews, what kind of stories they are writing on in the newspaper. in the forums? Are they connecting with the influencers? See, PR is just not about newspapers. Sometimes you also have to take the help of influencers. You also have to take the help of social media for doing right PR. Okay, so PR is anything, any communication or content that goes in the digital world or in any of the press, print, any of the content world is something that PR team has to look over it, because it has to manage the brand book. It has to ensure everything goes along with the thought process that they have set for the company. Okay, because they cannot allow, example, there is a PR team, they are kind of guardians of the brand. Example, if any of the team member is going and becoming a panel member of some company and then they speak anything, okay, that will not work. So the PR people are the guardians. They are guardians of the whole company. They are the guardians of the whole communication that's happening across the industry by this team. Okay, across the industry by the whole employee set team, just not one, the holistic team we are talking about. Okay, so PR is very, very, very crucial, and PR happens, okay, just not by press releases. It happens in every communication that you do or your employees do outside the company. So that's the right word. You, if you are a part of the PR team, you have to be guardian of that team. Now that is well and said, that is said and done for the business. Now let's talk about, especially about how PR is useful for individuals and how PR can help you in your client pitching game. Now, there are two scenarios when you start your own business in digital marketing. Number one scenario is when you are standalone person. You have, let's say, there is let's say there is Pushpraj, okay, and he's just planning to start his digital marketing freelance business. Okay, anyways, I would always suggest that if you're planning to start your freelance business or you're planning to start your own agency, it would be wise enough that you work in the industry for 1 or 2 years. Okay, and if you're very, very sure that you want to start an agency, then my advice would be you go and work in the agency for at least 2 to 3 years, see how the whole thing works. Okay, some people are like, no, it's not possible. It's not about the game of possible or not possible. It's a game about when you work in an agency environment, you learn 10 different things, especially if you learn, you're working in a mid-sized agency to a large agency. You will learn 10 different things. There are different kinds of directors, that their working styles. You will see different kind of managers, the way they come up with the strategies, the way they pitch. There are different kinds of client servicing people, how they handle the client and the tight situation where the client is demanding certain things. There are workload with their team, how they manage the situations, that you will learn. You will learn from the sales team how they are able to pitch and convert the client. Okay, that is also a typical, the skill, which is not easy. So why you have to learn all these skills? Because when you start your own freelance business or you start your own agency, you are the salesperson, you are the client servicing person, you are the marketing manager, you are the director who's taking the call, you are everything. Okay, so if you are everything, then it is a must that you understand how these small nitty-gritty things happen. Not that I say that is not possible. If you start on your own, you will learn it. Okay, there might be ups and downs. You will learn, it will take time. You will learn it over the period of time. You will learn. But if you go and work in the agency, then it will be faster learning curve, number one. Number two, you will come across and pick up small skill sets, which is not usually easily you will learn when you work alone. Okay, these are few skill sets. Okay, example, I also, when I worked in the industry for 5 years, and there are so many skills I've adopted from my bosses. I have so many skills that I've adopted from my colleagues, so many skills I've adopted from the sales team. And then that is what made me capable of starting my own agency. Because when I started my own agency, okay, I was the salesperson. Once the sales was converted, I was a client servicing person. I was a person who was responsible for marketing strategy. Of course, we had team, but initially you have to take the onus of everything, and then gradually you have to delegate all the work. Delegation is also a big task. Not it's an art in itself. You cannot delegate work so easily. Okay, that is why many of the times, if you are your own on your own, you are like, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. It happens like this. So the delegation is also a process and it has to be learned. So when you work in the industry, it becomes easy to learn delegation. Okay. So coming back to the point, if you are starting your own agency, if you're starting your own freelance business, where all you can get your clients and how do you manage your PR, we will talk simultaneously about it. Okay. Gurtej, there are a couple of people waiting. Can you just admit them? Sorry. So I'm just sharing my screen. Okay. So number one thing, if you're starting your own freelance business, how do you start your client pitching? There are two situations. One situation is where you have industry experience. One situation is you have no experience. Second situation, sorry, there are three situations. You have industry experience, or you're fresher completely. There's nothing beyond and about the to present to the client. Third is, sorry, you have something or the other. You have worked with somebody, you have done internship or something, and you have something in your hand to show it to your client. Okay, so let us take the three situations. There is your industry experience. Situation two, where you have couple of projects done through internship or something. And the third situation is no projects at all. Okay. And nobody stops you from doing a business or freelancing in any of these situations. You can do it. And there are ways to just treat it and ways to just handle it and it can be done. Okay. Now in any of these situations, okay, where do you get the first client set? That is first thing. Okay, where do you get the first client set? So you can get client sets from, okay, from network is very important. Network is the one where you get the client without doubt. It is easy to pitch, it is easy to work with network. Number one is network. Number two is you can go to websites like freelancer. There is a pros and cons about it which I would like to discuss. Freelancer or Upwork. Okay, I even work with Google Maps. I mean, like, it's amazing for me to generate leads. You can run your own marketing campaigns to generate leads. That's how it can be done. Okay. So in marketing campaigns, of course, I will call about your SMM, the social media marketing, all your SEO tools, all your Google paid ads, and all the paid advertisements. Okay. So this is how it will work. But major thing is network. Through self branding, you get a lot of clients via this. Okay. So I will be talking about PR regarding the personal brand itself. So this is very important. These are the few sources from where you will get clients immediately. So you set off leads. Okay. Now, how do you work with a network? Now, network is of twofold. One is a network of your colleagues, ex-colleagues, your what do you call, college mates, your relatives, your extended family. Okay. So it's very important when you say you are a digital marketing expert, you just don't allow this personal face of yours as you are a digital marketing expert to be well known in the industry only, but you should also let people in your circle, in your friend circle, in your business circle, in your brand, everybody should know that you're a digital marketing expert. Just saying that you're a digital marketing expert on the LinkedIn or on this may help you, but trust me, your personal brand helps you a lot. Okay, that is very important, because many a times my ex-college friends, sorry, ex-colleagues, my college friends, who have not even met for 10 years, but since in my personal social media also I keep talking about what I do and what I don't do, I keep getting projects from there as well. That is number one. So it's very important that everybody knows who you are, because never know when they will come and give you the project. Number one, that is just a basic, very simple, and everybody has this network. Everybody has this network. Every time we put on social media our trip and travel post, and we put our where did we go for lunch, dinner, what did we do during lockdown, all this is great. But if you can also put like these are the exams you passed, and these are the certifications that you have, this is a client that you're working for right now, this is a company that you're working as a digital marketing, Let people know in your circle also that you are a digital marketing expert, so they will come and give you the project. And trust me, you get a lot of projects there. Number 2, network is there are also business networking groups around. Okay, if you really have a little bit of industry experience also, and you think that you want to really start your business, then please join. There are a lot of business networking groups out there, like BNI is there. Then there are local MSN kind of groups. There are local female oriented groups also. If you're a woman, then it is easy. There are also a lot of local women empowerment, women forums available. They also have a lot of groups created on Facebook, WhatsApp. They also meet regularly. They have their Zoom meetings during lockdown. I've seen that. So these groups also give and take a lot of business with each other. That's a good network to start with. Certain networks are free and certain networks are paid. So it all depends upon what kind of how you want to go about and start the work. Number one. Number two. So this is number network. Number two is network. Then there is also networks on LinkedIn, networks on Facebook, and LinkedIn networks can even pitch you and you can bag international projects as well. So how do you work on this network? We'll talk in some time. But these networks are also digital. Networks are also offline. So you can work on both of these networks and connect yourselves with these networks. Where you will find them? Okay, you just have to do a little bit of research. Okay, usually lot of these groups, Facebook groups, are connected with the WhatsApp groups, and they have lot of Facebook. So you have to go and do a lot of research on Facebook. Business groups, working professionals groups, women empowerment groups. Okay, local groups, local business groups. Put these keywords, and you will find tons and tons of Facebook groups where you can connect and make a lot of connections out there, and you get a lot of business out there too. Now coming talking about freelance and Upwork. So many of them, when you ask anybody, where do I get my first freelancing project? Where do I get my first client? People do say freelancer. You go to freelancer. You go to Upwork. That's what they say. But trust me, freelancer and Upwork is good, but only if you have a good amount of client base behind you, where you can present what you have done. Because freelancer and Upwork are cluttered right now, and even the businesses who are going and taking the work from there, they only work on two fundamentals. One is they see your work, second is they see the price at which you're quoting. Okay, so your quoted price, and second is your project, past project plays very important role. So you also have to maintain your personal brand over here. And if you do not have client, I have the solution for that. If you do not have the past client, what do you got to do? That also I will tell you. But freelancer and Upwork will work gradually for you. Immediately it will not work for you. Gradually it will work for you. But if you're saying, oh, I'm there for 3 months, I've posted a couple of my work over there and it is not working for me, that is not how it works. You have to be consistently be present over there for 6 to 8 months, consistently every week on week, put some new work out there. Okay, ensure you keep enhancing your profile, use the right kind of keywords, do SEO, and gradually you will get the kind of projects that you're looking at. In the day one only, it will not start churning any leads for you. That I'm very sure of. Okay, so if you does, very good, very good if it gives you the work the day one. But trust me, it takes consistent effort to visit the website, to be there, to create your presence, and then only it'll give you work. Then comes Google Maps. Now Google Maps is very strange. Many of the people say, what, Google Maps kaise help karega? Well, you have to choose what is your strength in terms of digital marketing. Okay, let's say your strength is social media. Then what you got to do is, social media and industries, let's say fashion. Go ahead and in Google Map put all the fashion retail stores in any city that you want. Okay, many of these fashion retail stores will not have a website. Many of the fashion retail stores will have a website but nobody to manage the social media. Not social media is not at all managed up to the mark. So in that situation, you can go and pitch them. Okay, how to pitch, I'll tell you. So you can go and pitch them, and there you go. Out of at least 15 people that you pitch, you will get at least 1 to 2 clients. Okay, that's for sure. And this is zero investment. This is purely zero investment. You do not have to run any advertisement, you do not have to pay anything, and it will work for you. Okay, then of course comes your marketing communication. If you are a freelancer, Then of course social media is something that you have to adapt and be consistently talking what exactly you do, what are your strengths and stuff. And typically whatever we do in digital marketing for any business, that you will have to do for yourself to promote your business of digital marketing to get clients. So these are few process and ways that you can, where you can get the clients from. If you have any questions or you want me to talk in detail of any of these things, please ask in the chat box and I would be happy to answer. And if you are on YouTube, please ask the questions in the comment section and we'll be happy to answer that. Now comes the most important part, that how do I pitch? How do I pitch? What do I do about it? Okay, so now we have to understand that whenever you go about pitching or doing, there are not just like one round of thing that works. Okay, I'll give you one example, then I will try to give you other examples. So let me give you a small example. When I started as a freelancer, before I started my agency, so first of all, my first project came to me via my network. So usually there is a first meeting. Okay, in this first meeting you just have to do, like, it's just a meeting where you shake your hands and you just talk what exactly you do and what exactly is a company. So here, the company who is trying to give you the work, or the set of people are trying to give you the work, they just want to understand whether you really have that expertise, you really have that confidence, you really have that kind of metal in you to pull up that project. Okay, number one. So here you need to have your personal deck. If you're a freelancer, your personal freelance deck, or if you're an agency, you can have a deck. So I'm just writing a deck, okay, of your brand. Okay, that's what you want in the first meeting. What all this deck should consist, we will talk about it. So you should have the deck of your brand. Second, it's very important, your of course this is not a personal grooming session or a personal branding session, but when you go to the first meeting, whether it is online or whether it is offline, you need to ensure you go with the kind of confidence, you go with the kind of dress up. Now some people will say, oh, I'm a freelancer, I can dress up any way I want. Yes, you can dress up any way you want, provided the numbers in your deck talk 100 times more louder than your attire. You can dress any way you want. Even if you wear a baggy jeans and you wear a t-shirt to the meeting, that's perfectly fine. As long as your deck has numbers that is speaking 100 times louder. Yes, I'm repeating it because that's how it works. If your numbers means what? I'll tell you. So let's break up this deck, what all this deck should have. Then we will talk about the numbers. So the deck should have number one, if you're a freelancer, it should not talk beforehand what about you and stuff. It should just talk about your name and the kind of industry you are working, if you have any specific thing. Okay. What are the kind of clients that you have worked for? Okay. This is the first slide you can have, the industry and the clients. Okay. The second set you can have is what kind of problem statements do you solve? Do you solve the problem statement of brand awareness, lead generation? Do you solve the problem of generating revenue? What exactly are the problem statements that you sought? The next thing that you need to have is you can talk by one client. So you can have client one. You do not have to give all the history geography. I usually like to have this slide in just 3 points. One is what was the problem statement of the client? Okay. Point number one, what is the problem statement of the client? Point number two, what was your solution? And point number three, what was the result that you got for the client in numbers? And it's okay if your client has signed an NDA that you cannot show the name, it's okay. Then if that is the case, then write the client name as anonymous and write the name of the business. The example, if it was a hospital, so write hospital in whatever location. That's it. Don't give the name. That's okay. So you can give the, don't give any social media handle, whatever, don't give anything. Just write the problem statement, what they had given to you, what was the solution, that the thought process, the strategy you came up with. And third is what was a result, especially in terms of percentage. Example, you started with the CPC of 85 rupees and you came down to the CPC of 40 rupees. Calculate the percentage difference of the reduction in CPC and put that in the result. Okay. So like that, you can have client one, client two, client three, at least have minimum 4 to 5 clients, or at least 3 clients, and then give that we can present more if you want kind of deck. Okay, then you can talk about who you are, where did your journey start about, and what are your certifications. Okay, how the certifications will prove that yes, you are the kind of expert. Okay, so usually when any business, like even if I have to hire an agency, I'm interested about who you are, but first I'm interested in what have you done for people. What have you done for people? That's what you're interested in. So once I know what have you done for the people and who you are, then I will give you my problem statement as a business. Okay, so this is how you have to prepare the deck. And you can even show some sample work. Just focus on the what do you call the NDAs that you have signed till date. Do not forget any of those NDAs, and then you decide on the sample work. Okay, so the point is very simple, that industry, clients, problem statements, clients 1, 2, 3. That's the point. I told you problem statement, strategy, and your results. This is a problem statement in general. Matlab, what all things you work for usually. Don't confuse this problem statement with the client's problem statement. Okay, and sample work could be your creatives, your website if you have designed. It could be the ad copy, how you write. It could be the blog sample. You can show the sample work over here. Okay, and there's also one more question that people usually ask me: should I just have one deck, universal deck? Now it depends upon you. It depends completely upon you. I usually do not like to keep one universal deck. Yes, I keep one universal deck, but I keep shuffling few things here and there. What things I shuffle? So, example, if I'm going for the first meeting with a restaurant brand, and if I work for a couple of clients, and one of the client is a restaurant, so I will put his slide first. And in the industry, I'll ensure I write in the restaurant over there. Okay. The next time I go to a client which is an IT company, and I have an IT company in my kitty, so I will shuffle the client and I'll put IT company in the first two samples, examples, and also the sample work. So let them know what they've done for them in their industry first. Because that is the one question that they usually ask. Have you worked for my industry? So if that you have already worked, then showcase that. Okay. So this is a kind of deck you should have in the first meeting, and with the deck, then they will. Then you also have to have one questionnaire or a ready reckoner list with you or something, so that you know what are the questions you have to ask in the first meeting if you feel that they are talking about the project that they want to give you. So have the question bank with you, small question bank, not exhaustive question bank that the client should feel exhausted. Okay, just have a small question bank which you require, and ensure that this question is thought through. This question has to be thought through. This question should be so clearly, like every time you ask a question, you should have you should understand this is not something like out of the blue moon you're asking them, or this is not a question that just for time pass you're asking, so that they understand हाँ आप question पूछ रहे हो. No, the question should be in alignment with the second meeting that you're planning with them. One meeting, nothing happens. One meeting, if things happen, then you're already sold by one of your connections who has referred you. Okay, they've already told you, nahi bhai, kaam karna hai, to just work with Polemy. There is nobody else who you can work with. If that is the situation, then you are sorted. But if that is not the situation, then you will be having a couple of rounds of meetings. There can also be five rounds of meeting. It happens. Trust me. The second round of meeting, you will be usually presenting the pitch, proposal, or a rough proposal, or a plan, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you'll be pitching a proposal or a plan in the second meeting. So for the second meeting, you have to, for this second meeting, that proposal or plan that you're going to present, okay, for this, what all things you require, ingredients, that is what you're going to ask them. Okay, you're going to ask them about their target audience, you're going to ask them about their product history, how more than product history, what exactly is a problem statement their product or service solves, is what you're going to ask in this particular question bank. And if possible, you can also take, depending upon how the meeting goes across, you can also take the Google Analytics read-only mode access. You can take Search Console read-only mode access. Whatever analytics, you can take read-only mode access. If you think the meeting has gone really well and that client is really going to, come to you for this particular presentation or proposal. If you think nay, they are little they are without signing NDA, they are not the people who will be giving you the read only access of Google Analytics, then don't push. Okay, don't push, it's okay. You can take the industry standards and you can present the proposal or plan. Okay, so this is usually the meeting goes. This is how the usually meeting goes. You go and meet them first. Okay, now the pitching process, where does it start from? Does the pitching process start from here? No, the pitching process does not start from here. The pitching process starts from here. When you start saying, where do I get the client? This is where the pitching process starts. Many of the people like, ha, pitching matlab first time when I go to the meeting, that is a pitching process. No, this is the pitching process where you start, where you plan with your personal brand. There is where you start your pitching process. The reason is, I tell you how the usually the projects come to you as a freelancer or agency. The network people refer to you. The more strongly that they refer to you, the first meeting is easy for you. The more lightly they refer you. There are two kind of sentences. One sentence is like, you know what? I have worked with Shivani. I know Shivani works very well. I think you should meet them for your digital marketing requirement. It will be fulfilled. This strong reference. I have worked with you. So the person that would be client is banking upon my trust on you to work with you. That's a strong reference. Then there is second kind of reference. Oh, you know what? In my LinkedIn network, there is this girl called Shivani. I'm just taking you as an example. Okay, don't take it in any way around. So yeah, so Shivani is there on a LinkedIn profile. There's this girl called Shivani, and she does amazing posts, and she talks about the content in digital marketing. I feel that we should talk to her, or you should talk to her. I'll connect her if you want. Okay, so you are just a person whom they have heard about, they have seen the work. That's it. Okay. So the first reference point starts like that. Okay. Second reference points are like, oh, I saw your post. This also has happened to me. I've seen you on LinkedIn. I've seen you posting. I've seen you talking on LinkedIn. Now I want to work with you. Would you, this is my company and this is how I work. Would you be interested to take our digital marketing project? Can we have a meeting on this? Can we meet? Can we talk on phone? This also happens. So that is why the pitching process starts over here. So the more you strongly build your brand, the more strongly you maintain your PR. Okay, you maintain your PR, public relations. How you're maintaining your public relations? What are you talking on social media? What are you talking on LinkedIn? What are you talking on Twitter? Matters. Okay, what kind of profiles you're setting on freelancer? What kind of profile you're setting on Behance? If you're also into creative space, all matters. Because after I am referred, what do people usually do? They go and do is Google search. Yeah, there is also something called as people card. You as a freelancer can think of using people card also. Very useful. People usually do Google search for whatever whoever person they have. And depending on what you get, there your pitching starts again. Example, Polemy wants to start her own freelancing business. And if he has polymysaha.com as a website already booked, and the website is amazingly created, her pitching starts then and there. Okay, because when people will go to her website, they will read all these things, right? She does not even have to go and speak about it again in the first meeting. They'll be like, huh, we have seen that. So she can just rush through this client one. She don't have to talk. She doesn't have to talk about this again. She doesn't have to talk about this again. And she can start with this. Okay. And there is no like one set formula. There are certain cues that you have to take. See, there will be various kinds of clients. Certain clients who will not have any idea of digital marketing. They will only talk, आप हमारे लिए क्या कर सकते हो, कितना नंबर ला के दे सकते हो, आपको हम हायर करेंगे, कितना पैसा लोगे. Straight away they talk to you on your face. And they don't understand that digital marketing is a little different, and offline marketing is a little different. In offline marketing, once you put the hoarding, it's a fixed cost. Okay, it's a cost. Like hoarding ka 10 days, this much money it will be. Printing will be this much money, and the guy you have to pay pays this much money, and you're sorted. But in digital marketing, it doesn't work like that. We have to do ongoing changes on the ad copies. We have to do ongoing changes in the social media. We have to do ongoing changes in the Google ad, social media, display advertisement, wherever you do. So the overhead. in terms of money. The overhead in terms of money is recurring. Example, Polemy starts with one of the client. She cannot say मैंने Facebook ad बना दिया and I will sit quietly. She cannot do that. She has to come every day to that particular Facebook page, see what's going on, what's happening over there, everything of that. She has to check regularly. So she has to spend time every day on the client project. She has to spend time every day on Google Ads, check how it's working, put the better quality ad, stop the ad which is not working, work on the keywords, work on new campaign ideas, go to Google Analytics. So the overheads are recurring in this industry. Now, many people who have not worked for digital marketing will never understand in the meeting that this is recurring business. This is recurring overheads. Whereas offline, there is no recurring overheads. They'll compare. Are that newspaper guy had come to us. He just said that this much percentage of the spend. Why are you giving me separate agency cost? Why are you giving me separate media spend? These are the questions that will happen. Okay, so it is very irritating. Now it is like, if you have not started freelancing or you have not started pitching, trust me, for you it is like very enthusiastic. Once you have pitched across 10 different clients, 15 different clients, I have pitched across a lot of clients, I know it's pretty irritating. At a point it comes like, do i do I exist on air, or does my team exist on air? No, I have to pay them every day. They have to be there on every day basis. I have to pay them every day. Okay. So we need to understand that when you go in the first meeting itself, you have to explain them. If you think that the client is coming from a non-digital marketing background, you also have to take your trainer's hat and you have to train that guy now. Digital marketing hota kya hai? Okay. So you have to first understand, and in this one of the deck, okay, you can start with industry, you can start with clients, and you can start with a client, and then about, you can also explain what is digital marketing, how digital marketing work. Okay, explain the process in detail. Sir, how do we start? We have to do a lot of market research. What do we do next? We have to do planning. What do we next? For execution itself, we have to prepare. Cover पे बनाओ, social media post बनाओ, design करो, सोचो. Once you execute, promote it in the group, promote the advertisement, all those promotion. Are you getting it? So it's not about just digital marketing, it's all about process also. It's all about digital marketing and process. So you have to train the client. So this should also come in the deck depending upon whom you are going and presenting. Okay. So if you're presenting directly to a client in the corporate world, they do understand digital marketing. So you do not have to worry much. Okay. They understand the digital marketing, how it works. They directly ask you, what will be your agency fees? What they will ask you, what will be the media spend? They will directly ask you. But if it is coming from an offline industry, then they do not know anything, trust me. And then you have to explain the process in as much detail as possible with explaining digital marketing both. That's how it works. Digital marketing and process. In industry, when you're going, you can directly say the process. They'll be happy to see your process so that you can have in the deck. Okay. Now, in the this is the second meeting. Once you have cleared with your first meeting, then only the second meeting can happen with you. So, in the second meeting, of course, you will give them the whole step by step process. What is the plan? Give the sampled ad copy pertaining with their business. Pick up the logo from their website if they have. Create the ad copy using their logo. Create the social media post. Create a small calendar, content calendar, campaign planner, media plan, small macro level, and present in the proposal. Okay. Okay. Now coming to the one question that Karthik is asking us: will someone choose a beginner over a skilled person? What is the difference between a begin? What difference a beginner need to make? Very good. Now this is what I was speaking about. If you have industry experience and couple of projects, what if you are in the situation which Karthik is right now highlighting? No problem. See, the benefit of beginner over experienced person is only one thing. Can you guess what is that one thing? One major benefit of hiring a fresher versus a skilled experienced person. Can you guess and tell me? Anybody who can guess and tell me? No? It's cost. The cost of hiring a fresher versus the cost of hiring a beginner, sorry, an experienced person is tremendous. Okay. Example, if somebody wants to hire me right now, they will have to have a set of budget just to pay me. Okay. But so because I'm coming with 9 to 10 years experience. But if somebody wants to hire somebody who is coming with only digital marketing course, okay. See, trust me, digital marketing, it's not something like out of the world, but when you do a course, you get a structured outline because most of the, like example at Board Infinity, the whole curriculum is planned in such a way that it has to go in a structure. There is assignments, there are certain things that you got to do. So all this is planned very well. So you are developed for that. So with this course, you are still not a very fresher. You know how things work, how you have to ensure you're not a fresher after doing a course. Whatever assignments are given to you during the course time, you have to ensure you do it properly. Okay. When you do the assignments properly, you get results. And digital marketing is one place where you do not have to wait for experience. How I tell you, everybody has an Instagram account. Everybody, most of them. Tell me in this group right now who are live, how many of you have Instagram account? How many of you have Instagram accounts? Nobody? How many of you have Instagram account? Yeah, everybody, right? How many of you use Instagram account only to put their own photos, food photos, photos of selfie, photos of travel, photos of what party you had, photos of the cute dog, photos of the cute cat? Okay, I'm not saying you should not do that. I'm just saying that use your Instagram, convert that into a business account or into a creator account, and whatever your hobby or your passion is. Example, your passion is to ride bikes, okay, and you are like avid rider. You travel on bike, like one holiday you get nighttime, you just take out your bike and you take out your gears and you go on a ride with with your group. If that is your passion, convert that passion into an Instagram account. People love to see people how they ride. Although I don't know to ride, I would be happy to have know and learn about your adventures. Okay. Plus, there are people who are cat lovers, and if you have a cat, you can convert into an Instagram cat account. You can comfortably get anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 to 15,000 to 25,000 followers on Instagram just with your cat. If you have a cat, dog, pet, whatever, or you have a bike. Okay. If none of these things, trust me, I can even talk on the topic, favorite topic of all of us, sleep. Okay, perfect, Jackie. There you go. People do follow you, right? People do follow you. Now, if you just go ahead on Instagram and then no problem, you have 2,000 right now. Gradually, what you do is keep collecting the photographs. Whatever photographs you post, Jackie, don't post it immediately. Some photos you post immediately, some photos you keep. And every day you post 2 times, 1 time, 3 times. Okay, create your content calendar. Use Facebook scheduler right now in publishing tools. If you go on Facebook, you can even schedule on Instagram. Schedule every day, post every day. What will happen? You are right now working on your digital marketing skill. You're right now working on your digital marketing skill, and this skill is how we'll show it to the world. And if you are a beginner and you can say, sir, I know how to handle Instagram account. How? I have about 15,000 followers of my alone. I can do that for you. Now don't you think I will trust you that you can do it for me? Karthik, now the question is, what do you mean by privacy? If I'm a bike rider, okay, if I'm a bike rider and I go ahead and I publish my photos, everybody rides bike. And Jackie, ask Jackie, Jackie, if you're riding bikes and you like to post it in, would you like to post your photos in public? Would you like to do an Instagram reel? Yeah, only rides. I'm not asking your personal life. Only rides. When you're going on a ride, let's say you went to Mathiran and you're taking amazing photographs of that. Would you like to put it on Instagram? There's no privacy breach on there in there. It's only that you should be passionate about it. Okay? People like to see the photographs. People like to see that. It's up to you what you got to do. Okay, Karthik? As I said, Karthik, if you have a dog, cat, any pet, put their photographs. You don't have to even put yours. Yes, it's about how creatively you can put across and connect with the people and showcase your digital marketing skills. So, my point is nobody is a fresher in the world of digital marketing. Nobody is a fresher in the world of digital marketing. And if some students come to me and say, Ma'am, I'm not getting any job and everybody's asking me experience, what do I do? I say, then why aren't you getting an experience? Then they say, I don't have a job. Nobody's giving me job. I said, why have you do your Instagram account then? Delete your Instagram account right there. So if you complain or grumble that you do not have a job and hence you do not have an experience, then it's just a complaint. You have an amazing Instagram account, show that to the world. Don't put your account now. Karthik Virmani is your personal account. I have many accounts of my own in Instagram. Creations underscore and underscore moments. Creation and moments. I'm not an avid painter or something. I'm not an avid artist. But I like to sketch. I like to do drawing. I like to do work with crayons. I like to work with pencils, color pencils. And whenever I have time, I do that color. I take a photograph and I put it on Instagram. There is nothing, none of us, maybe one photo I put of my own on the cover, the display picture. Apart from this, there is no photo of mine in that particular Instagram account. Only my sketches and drawings is there. How does it breach my privacy? It doesn't breach my privacy. But if that account has more than 10,000, of course I do not get time to paint that much. But once I paint that much, if I have that much of skills, and if that goes, why not? Instagram will never pay you. Why will Instagram pay you? Instagram is giving you free में platform. Isn't that enough? Companies pay you. Companies pay you. I have one of a student. She likes to do photographs. She likes to do selfies. She is that kind of person. During lockdown, she did a lot of her selfies. She posted. She likes to be, do a makeup kind of thing and showcase to the world. Now, trust me, every week she has 3 or 4 different photographs with different companies. She's promoting those brands. Do you think she's doing it for free? Either for barter, that companies are giving her the products, or the companies are giving her the money to promote their products. Now, that is a different topic altogether. That's a different topic altogether, Jackie. When Instagram will not pay you. They're giving you the platform for free. Isn't that enough? Companies will pay you to promote the product and service. That is influencer marketing. Now, we are not talking about that. We are talking about how you can use your Instagram account to be your own client and pitch it in your pitch deck. This is Karthik's answer. If I'm a fresher, how do I approach a client? Put your Instagram account over there. Problem statement: not enough followers. Solution: this was a strategy I implemented. Result: within 3 months, I got 11,000 followers. Don't you think you will be considered as a skilled person? So, without any live project, you can still pitch a client. And if you're thinking you're going to get projects or clients without any effort, sorry, it won't work that easily. Okay. So you will at least have to take effort somewhere or the other. Okay. So no, you cannot say that I do not have any project. Spend. Now trust me, I have experimented this and that's what I'm telling you. I do not get a lot of time working on this because of other work I have. But Instagram, I just did this. I was just like playing around to see how Instagram algorithm works. I usually do that. So what I started doing is I started curating the content. Curating. Did I say creating? No. I said curating. I hope you understand the difference between curating and creating. Okay. I started curating the content, collecting others' content from 10 different places, and I started putting that content on Instagram. And within few days, 2 or 3 days, okay, every day I started getting 150 followers on Instagram. Now, of course, that means what kind of content do you curate, what kind of content do you collect, and what kind of content do you post. It also depends on that. Am I making sense to all of you? Okay. So this is how you have to understand that what your pitch deck has, how you have to go about doing this. Okay. So we'll just revise what all we have spoken. We spoke about what PR is in a very brief. We have not touched that basically because today is more about client pitching. Okay. So first we have to understand from where all do you get the clients. Second, do you have to understand is the pitch. How do you go about doing the pitch? And as I said, pitching doesn't start here. Pitching starts here. Trust me, even for the big companies, okay, for one just 1 second, guys. Okay, so you need to understand that it is just not about pitching over here in the first meeting. The pitching starts from here. Okay, the network and the personal brand and all of these stuff. So you have to prepare yourself on your personal brand front. Okay, what kind of content you are putting, how you are putting. Every time you send a content across any digital media, you and me both know few content remain forever. Okay, create your videos, create your YouTube channel, create your Instagram reels. Okay, everything will help you develop your relationship with your people. It'll develop your personal brand, and once you have your personal brand, it will give you a lot of leads. If not, go to freelancer, create the account, and have patience when you create account on freelancer and offer. Google Maps, I gave you the trick how to work around with it. You can also have your own budget, small budget of whatever budget you can afford to do your own marketing plan, create your own website under your own name. Okay. Then start pitching. Whenever you start pitching, have this deck prepared. Okay. Now you know what you have to fill in the client if you do not have any project. You can put your own success stories over there. Then second meeting, the proposal and plan that also you have to prepare in advance so that at least you should have the idea how you will be going to how you are going to prepare a proposal and plan so that based on that you can ask the questions here and sometimes what questions you ask will also give you the impression that how it really works for you. Okay, if you're asking good quality questions, that means the client will trust you. If you ask not so good quality questions, the client will not trust you. Okay, so everything depends. And as I told you, the client can be a variety of types. If they are from the corporate, they will focus more on numbers and this. If they are not from much of the corporate background, they do see this. I'm not saying that they will see this majorly. They will also see what kind of numbers they can get. They will directly talk to you. अच्छा बताओ हम लोग इतना पैसा डालेंगे आप क्या कर सकते हैं हमारे लिए. Okay. Sometimes they will not even understand what you're saying because they don't have any idea what is digital marketing. They will not. So you have to prepare the deck in perspective of two people. One is who understand digital marketing. Second is who do not understand digital marketing. For majority of people out there, digital marketing is just social media marketing. Okay. So you need to ensure that you prepare your deck from both the perspectives. All right. So this is how you have to prepare the deck. Very important. Prepare your personal brand. Very important because majority of times it happens to me that even before people, we have a meeting, people search for you on LinkedIn, people search for you on Google, and then they come to the meeting, first meeting with you. So it's very important you prepare your personal brand so that when anybody searches for you on Google first or on LinkedIn first before coming to the meeting, those things speak louder to you, louder than what they have heard about you. And hence the first meeting they will be prepared that you are something, and then they will sit across to discuss what exactly is your expertise. So friends, any question do you have? Any question do you have regarding client pitching or preparing the deck? Any questions? Okay, and many of the freshers prepare the deck on PowerPoint. Okay, there is no harm in creating the deck on PowerPoint, but PowerPoint designs are very much seen by everybody. Okay, why use PowerPoint when you know Canva.com? When you know Canva.com, why use PowerPoint? Okay, so I use Canva.com, and in Canva.com there are amazing short follow me. So in Canva.com there are no, who said Canva.com is paid? Canva.com is not paid. It is not paid. Canva.com is freemium. Okay, there are Canva.com is free to a certain extent, and it is paid to a certain extent. So whenever you see there are watermarks, if you're using their images, those aspects are paid. So watermark nikal do na. Okay, so if you go to Canva.com, now mine is a paid one because of I use for my other purposes. But trust me, I have handled 15 different clients in the early days of my career without having Canva paid account. I'm repeating, without having Canva paid account. You don't need it. Just go and search over here PowerPoint. Okay, you'll get the presentation, designs all set and ready. And Gaurav, it's not paid. I'll tell you what is paid. Okay. And in this also you want something. So let's say it's a um, business presentation or pitch deck. See, pitch deck presentation. Ready hai sab kuch. Everything is ready. You just have to work on it. Okay, let's say I'm taking any of it. Let's say I'm taking this one. Let's see if it's a paid or free one. It's loading. Give me some time. See, whatever you want to change it na. Double click karo, content change karo. If this is a move here, change this. Then again move this back to the place for the effect. Everything can be like edited, but of course the ready-made photo cannot be edited. You don't want this photo, remove it. Search for photos over here, whatever are free. Okay, let's say laptop. Okay, so go over here mouse. So this is pro account, so go here and put a filter. Free, apply filter, use a free one, put it over here. Whatever design you want. So Gaurav, are you getting it? It is not paid, it is free. Then presentation outline. You can say, what is the presentation having? Okay, my presentation is having introduction about me, the clients, the process, certifications, write all those things. Then write about you, your name, whatever your designation, digital marketing expert, a small brief about you. Okay, why do we need co-working spaces? Now they are pitching about co-working spaces. Why digital marketing? Just 3 lines about it, just 3 lines. Don't elaborate the whole presentation into why digital marketing. Just 3 lines or three powerful figures from Statista. Put it over here. Statista is what? A website which gives you the importance of digital marketing, the internet penetration, the number of Facebook users. Put 3 numbers over here. Powerful numbers to tell why digital marketing. Some unknown fact that they don't know. Then give an introduction. What all do? You do social media marketing, you do this, you do brand awareness, lead generation, whatever you do. Then write why you. Because you solve this problem, whatever things you do, you can write that. Then, of course, instead of complete amenities, end-to-end solutions that you give, whatever you give. Then give the name. But if it is budget friendly, you can write budget friendly. Then you can start writing client name, problem statement, solution, process, result. Like that, you can give one client result, right? Are you getting it? Follow me how it works. Client ka naam, what was the problem statement, or just write client name over here. Write the problem statement in this square rectangle. Write the strategy in this rectangle and write the result in this rectangle. Like that, you can give all of those. Then give some sample photographs of all the creatives that you have done till date here. Okay, whatever happy clients, if you have other clients, Some testimonials, if you have, you can write the testimonials here. And there you go. Does that make sense? I hope that helps you how to create a presentation deck. So coming back to the point, use PowerPoint if you love to use PowerPoint in a creative way. I play with creative. There was a time when Canva was not there when I was working in the early days of my career. I'm talking about 9 years back. Sometimes I used to use PowerPoint to come up with creative solutions for my social media post. Okay. So it's up to you and your creativity how you use these tools. But tools are available everywhere. Okay. So thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best, and I wish you a lot of success and a lot of projects as a freelancer and a startup agency. If you have any questions and queries and doubts, there is LinkedIn page of Board Infinity. There is Instagram handle of Board Infinity. You can always drop in your questions. We will connect back to you with all the solutions. The team will come to me and they'll ask me the questions that you have. We will answer them for sure. Okay. So all the best to all of you, and thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the informative session. I personally really enjoyed the complete session and I learned a lot of new things which I was not aware.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you.
dear participants, we hope that you also like the complete webinar and learn something productive out of it. If you like it, then don't forget to hit the like button. And if you think your friends will also get a benefit from it, then share it with your friend as well. Comment down below which workshop do you need in the upcoming Sundays. And please do subscribe to the Board Infinity channel for the more webinars, workshop, and informative videos like this. Apart from that, I would love to share that on every Sundays, we are planning this kind of workshop in the domain of data science, digital marketing, and the full stack. If you think this kind of workshop is actually helping you all, then please do join and share with your friends as well. So thank you so much for being a lovely audience. Thank you.